Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been like 2 weeks since I last uploaded. I'm so sorry guys. I feel like maybe I should stop apologizing because y'all know me already. But anyways, yesterday I asked my Instagram followers to ask me questions, like tell me a story of, on Instagram, like they do this thing like show me a photo of, and like people respond with like their photos. So I was like, it would be really cool for YouTube if I say tell me a story of what for my channel. So that's what we'll be doing. I mean, of course, like some of the responses, I was like, obviously y'all are gonna ask me this. But I think it's gonna be quite funny. And also, if you are my mother, please don't watch this. Oh my god, I already asked her not to watch this, but knowing my mother, like she even like turned on her notifications for every time I post the YouTube channel. So I'm not sure if I can trust that she's not gonna watch this, but I'm so sorry. When you first met, okay, wait, let me start at, I don't know if I should start top to bottom or bottom to top, but anyways, let me just okay, first time I was in hospital. I've never been in hospital for long. Probably the last time I was in hospital for that long was when I was born. Thank God, because that's such a blessing. My first period. Okay, I remember like it was just a normal day. I miss those days when I could just wear underwear without being stressed, But anyways, I remember that it was just a normal day. I was playing. I think I was 11. Yeah, I was 11 years old, and then I just went to the toilet and my undie was black, and I was like, and she's like, and she was like, and then she was like, oh, you've started your period. And I was like, what the hell is that? Because I started so young, guys. It was even before like our teachers at school even talked to us about that, or even just my mom like telling me about having a period and stuff. So then she sat me down, and then she was like, yeah, this is what it is. And then I think it started for like I bled for like 14 days, a whole freaking 2 weeks, and I was like, nah, this can't be normal. But yeah, now we are here. First liked and crushed on someone. First time I had my first crush was in standard 2. My first crush was in standard 2, and I remember I used to tell my mom this as well. Like I used to tell her that, oh mom, there's this guy in my class and stuff like that. I talk to the guy about things sometimes, but like not like that. But we're still cool. I don't know if I like this light, but I didn't really do nothing about it. I was in standard 2. What the hell was I supposed to do? But that's the first time I realized that, oh, you can be attracted to a clown. First time I was a clown. Okay, let me not talk about the first time, because I'm not sure I'm not gonna say it's my first time. It was my first time because I don't remember. But anyway, so I met this guy. I had known this guy since like primary, right? And through like a friend. Gaborone is really small, guys. I'm sure you know that. So I met him like at like Rivers, I don't know, at Riverwalk or something like that. And then we started dating I think we met at not the meeting, what is it called? Jam for brunch in Form 2, end of Form 2. So this guy hits me up, and we hadn't spoken in like 3 years. And then he hits me up. He's like, oh, hey, what? So we kick it, we meet. Like everything went by so fast. I think we started dating like in December. And then like we kick it so fast. He was even giving me his clothes and stuff like that. Fine. And then I remember the time, I think like every single December we used to visit my family in SA. So he got pissed at me for going, and I don't know what that guy expected. Like he expected me to tell my mother that no, I wanted to stay in bots. So that was the first thing that I was like, what's wrong with this boy? But anyways, that happened. So he got pissed at me for that, and then he didn't talk to me for like a week. And I was just like, no, I'm so sorry. I was just like, babe, I'm so sorry. Like, I should have stayed and stuff like that. Guys, it was so bad. Like, he even like would mice me and then like go out with like the girls and post videos, post pictures. Like it even got to a point where some of the girls were even like talking about it on Facebook. Tia Hore, we were with Semang Mang's boyfriend, go guy, could like throwing it in my face. What, to me it looked like that. And I was just like, I'm so sorry, babe, what? And he was just like, you betrayed me, type of thing. And then I think we I'm skipping actually. Before that, I had been talking to his homeboy. Like in that like in Form 1 and 2, I had been talking to his homeboy then and there, because initially him and I didn't have like a history where I said I needed to be loyal to him or whatever. So I had been talking to his homeboy. And then when we broke up in end of December, right? His homeboy hits me up and he's like, oh, hey, so now you're talking to my friend, this, and that. And I'm like, these people, what's going on? And I was like, let me just go with the flow. So it was just, and then I started talking to his homeboy again. I don't know if I was the clown in this, but, or I was the toxic hand. But anyway, that happened. And then I think it just like died off. And then like after like 3 months, I hit this guy up and I was just like, I don't want us to like be on bad terms because I really care about you and blah 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 blah. And then no, he sends me a message. He's like, no, I actually really want to be with you. And then even like we would send each other like songs. This time I was in Form 4. And then my guy best friend at that time was his friend, because they used to play soccer together. And he would like he told me that like, girl, get on Snapchat. And there was this other hand that would like post pictures of him and her. And from what I knew, he had moved to SA already. Can't this guy was in Gaborone. Like he moved, guys, I'm so bad at story times, but he moved to SA the next year, right? And then when we started dating again, he was living in SA. So nakitse mutale ko South Africa. And then my guy best friend tells me, this guy is with this Han, and the Han lives in Botswana. So I was like, from what I know, he's not in Bots. So what is going on? And she's just like, any Han who thought this is your man's, this is my man's, whoever thinks who thinks we're gonna break up, blah 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 blah. And I was like, what is going on? So I sent him a message and I'm like, dude, I think there's something you need to tell me. What the fuck is this? And he's just like, hey, dude, kind of the time when you hit me up, like I was already with her, but like I also want to be with you, type of thing. And then I stayed, and then eventually like he ghosted me. Guys, I have so many like dumb stories that like I just study Saheling. But let me not make this too long. But yeah, that was the first time I was a Popeye. I was young, I was naive, got super drunk. Before New Year's this year, I would like, there were so many stories, but New Year's, 2021 topped it off. I don't know what happened, but we were basically at some house and it was an open bar. I've never been to an open bar ever in my life. So I was just like, bring it. I was downing everything. Vodka. I was downing things I can't even pronounce, my guy. Savannah. I was drinking everything, my guy, every single thing. So I remember just dancing with my friends. Then the next thing, like a darkness. I was with all my friends, Malipi, Nancy, Lisa. I was literally with all my friends. And I was like, guys, no ways. I'm not feeling myself here. And I started crying. Like, I was just like, oh my God, I'm never gonna be okay. When you laugh and cry at the same time, like, dude, I'm so drunk. Like, what the hell's going on? I'm never gonna be fine again. Yo. And then I think I slept. I just took myself to the car and like, I would literally like put my finger in my, because they told me like everyone was just drunk there, so so people were just telling me like, go puke, and then I literally stuck my finger down my throat. I'm like, I was trying to do it and I was like, it's not happening. So one thing about me now, when I'm drunk, I don't like black out wherever I am. Like I take myself to a bed, or wherever that's comfortable, and I put myself to sleep. So it was New Year's Eve, guys. Never in my life have I missed New Year's Eve. Keep on like a while. And then I woke at 2:30. Guys, what's the time? And they were like, dude, it's 2:30. And I'm like, oh no, I missed New Year's. And then I started crying because I missed New Year's. Oh my god. First time I noticed the fake friend. About a fake friend. Fake friend, toxic friend. I had a very toxic friendship in high school. Like it was kind of weird. There's a thin line between you and your best friend being like very close, and then there's just like when you guys like just can't do anything without each other. Like you guys don't have that separation. Like we'd literally go to the toilet together, would do everything together. Like when she would like do something small without telling me, like we would get pissed at each other and stuff like that. And like it was just like a very like weird friendship. Even in our relationships, like we used to even like read each other's messages on Facebook. Like I'll tell her, she'll tell me that like I was on your profile yesterday and I was reading your messages, like even replying to some of my messages. It was just a weird friendship, that like when I got out, I was like, that was kind of weird. And she used to always like comment on my body, like telling me that I'm fat. I have, guys, I'm a big bone girl. I'm not a small girl, you know what I mean? But like I like to believe that I'm fit. You know what I mean? Like I'm healthy. So she would always like comment on my body like, you're so fat and stuff like that. And I'll just like, it really is. But we're no longer friends. Like we're cool and stuff like that. We say hi and stuff like that. But like, and I don't have anything against her. I think we were just young. But that was the last time I think I realized I had a fake friend. First, realize, oh no man, Mudimo ki superstar. Something that always rings in my, like, I think it was the time when I went to an English medium, and y'all know that the fees thing, they're not cheap. They're not cheap. And I came from like a like not so rich family, like we were cool, we were sharp, but like we used to struggle in that department, like school fees and that. I'm being so open with you guys. I hope this like but anyway, we used to like struggle with like school fees and stuff like that, and I used to miss school like for a whole month and stuff like that. And like I would constantly still make it to the next grade even after missing school for so long. Like I literally miss like half of the term and still pass. So I think that's the time when like I got close to God. And I was just like, yeah, no, he has my back. Even though like the earthly situation is this, he still has my back. And even in Form 5, I passed like with really, really, really good marks. I think I got like 6 A's and stuff. So I think that's when I realized, well, no, just so has my back. What's your wildest groove experience? And no, wait. Actually, the wildest thing I experienced at group, we were in Amazwane, right? And then we went to Riverwalk, and we were with this girl, and she said she didn't tell her dad that she's going out. So we got into Riverwalk, right? Renale like gents and stuff like that, and her dad is like, and then she was like, and she saw her dad with another woman. So they were both like, I think that was the funniest thing ever. I was like, oh my god, what's going on? That was the wildest thing I've ever experienced in my life. Oh my god. Time I had a pregnancy scare. Pregnancy scares are always with niggas that like you don't even want to be with like that. Well, but at the time, it was just like a friend of mine. Like we would talk there and there, and we knew that like we were into each other, but like we weren't like together. So this one night, like we just both got really drunk, and then we just like did it like for the first time, and it was just that one time. Like we literally only did it that one time. Long story short, and at that time it was a time when my best friend got thingy. So my best friend as well like actually got pregnant. So I was just like, girl, I think I might be pregnant as well, because literally the symptoms that she was having were similar to the symptoms I was having. Like, I missed my period, I was feeling nauseous, got all the things that you can imagine. And I remember hitting this guy 3 weeks later, because I didn't even want to talk to the guy because we went like that. And I remember hitting him up like, yo, dude, I think you're gonna be a dad. And he told me that, no, it's fine. Because the thing is, like, he's like 20, he was like 28 at the time. And I think he's 28 right now. So at the time he was like 26. And he was like, no, it's fine, we'll see how to work it out and stuff like that. And even when I did get my period, I didn't even tell him. Like, he even called me like 3 weeks later telling me he even told his boys and stuff like that, he's gonna be a dad. And I was like, why the fuck would you do that? But yeah, that was my biggest pregnancy scare. I didn't go test, I didn't do anything. I just like was having pregnancy symptoms, and I eventually got my period. I think because I'm not a very sexually active person. Like, even with him, like, we were friends for quite a while, I don't just like go around like doing stuff like that. Like, it's either with the person I'm in a relationship with, or like someone I've known for a long time. So my first heartbreak is with that guy, for sure. That guy and South Africa. Stay away from those people. Stay away. They will show you you're mad. The first time I went on a date was when I was 20. Can you imagine? Guys, men here are not romantic at all. Like, people in the States go on dates at like 14. Like, can I come out moving hell? First time I went on a date was in 2018 for sure. So I'd met this guy. I was on an internship at the company I'm at right now, and I met him at like one of the functions, and he was like, I was just like, oh, this guy's cute, and then I asked the girl that I was in a team with at that time, because I saw them together, and I was like, oh, who is that? Well, I didn't even say who is that. I was just like, Kema, help me find him. I have my ways. I'm like, help me find a man. And then I'm like, no, there's a specific one that I'm looking for. And then she's just like, oh, he's actually feeling you too. And I'm like, oh, I'm feeling him. So we just started talking, and he was the first guy that like I dealt with that was like responsible, like, who was like straightforward, like, no, I want to be with you, I'll come pick you up, this and this and this. So he was like so straightforward. He was just like, no, we're gonna go on the date. And then we went to Marcel's, and then we just kicked it from there. Like, we used to have like whenever we'd go on a date, like, it was always ice cream dates. And then nigga got a girlfriend. I hate niggas, dog. Like, the guy literally told me that he isn't ready for a relationship and stuff like that. And then a month later, he gets into a relationship. Narabana, guys, I embarrassingly fell in public. Girl, Nikki lorile ka right now, honestly, wouldn't be embarrassing to me, but when we were young, we were stupid, and like, we were gullible and stuff like that, and those type of things were like so important to us. But Nikki Lurileka at that time, so I hated ka emese. So when you'd like be on those swings in the playground, and then like would jump. I don't know if like everybody did that, but like we used to like swing like really high. And then a bigger bit at 360, like I tumbled and then my miss area, and everyone was like, I literally was like, a blind person looking for like glasses. That was me. Like, I was like, and then that just happened. I think that was the most embarrassing one. And then last year I fell at social. I think I spoke about that in one of my videos, but I think that one was my first time. My first time getting high. First time getting high. I think it was in Form 4. Like, my friends and I don't know what even made us, like, I don't know why we started doing those things at such a young age. But anyways, we just decided to do the thing, and then we made space cakes. And then I remember that it was one of these ESA tournaments, these football tournaments at school, like inter school tournaments. And then after, usually because I was playing netball, so usually the girls used to finish first. So we went to bath and change, and then we went to the boys and to watch the boys. So while we were watching the boys, we had space cakes, and I remember just being like, I just felt like, I don't know, I just felt like my body was here and my soul was like, my body was here, my soul was just like, and I was like, guys, no. And it's kind of hard to tell because you haven't felt that feeling ever before. So I was just like, guys, I don't know if I'm okay or these things are kicking me in. And I was not okay. Everything felt so slow. I remember that like people were saying that, dude, you're walking so fast, but I felt like I was walking so slow. First met your current boyfriend. I met him. I'm joking, I'm single. I'm single, guys. I'm not I'm single. I'm single and dating around. If you want to be added to the list, just hit me up. I'm joking. I'm just single. So that was the first time. That's the story of when I got into a physical fight. First time I cried over a guy. Guys, I had this tendency. I've changed, okay? I've changed. I had this tendency of like, whenever I got drunk, I would just like start crying for my man. So at this time, this guy and I was kind of a bit obsessed with the guy. I think at the time, I think now, because I'm over it, like, and the guy I think is my boy right now. He's my friend, like he's a cool guy. So at that time, I think you know what, let me explain the background of how this thing started between us. So we were vibing, everything was going well and stuff. I remember like I was fully geeking, and then I think along the way he started losing interest. And at that time, like, that type of thing like kills your confidence as a woman, not as a woman, as a person, like someone just losing interest on you on the way. So I really would try my best not to revive something that was basically dead. You know what I mean? Like, I was doing the most. Like, I had invested most of my feelings in this, which I'll probably talk about it in another video. But like, I think this generation like invests too many emotions onto something that's not even stable, and I think that kills us, because the time it ends, you're just like, what the hell am I supposed to do now? So I had done that, and I basically found out that this guy had started dating another girl. Like, he was in a relationship with another girl, and I was like, I've been talking to this guy for so long, and he got into a relationship with someone else. And I found this out at Groove, and then I just started crying like ballistically, and I was like, not okay. Like, I was annoyingly not okay. But that's what happened. That's the story. When I felt happy but could not express it. This one kind of makes me like, because you know what, guys, I don't know if I'm fully ready to talk about it, but like, let me just get it there. So the time when my best friend sadly passed away, my world was literally in shambles. And surprisingly, at that time, where I'm working right now, they called me literally the day of the memorial. No, the day before the memorial, telling me that I should go for a psychometric test the next day. Like, I think it was like 3 hours before the memorial. And I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna do this. Like, I was supposed to feel happy about that like I didn't even apply for this job, but I'm being called to, But I just couldn't be happy, you know. I didn't even prepare because there was just so much going on. And then I remember just telling people, like, guys, should I even go for this thing? Like, there's no way it's meant to be if it's happening at such a terrible time in my life, you know. And fast forward past the funeral and everything, like a week later I got called for an interview. Everything went surprisingly so smooth. And then the next day they basically told me that I got the job, and I just found myself like, I don't know how to be happy because life was not supposed to go this way. I can't even like express my happiness to the person that I used to tell my every single thing to, you know. So that kind of killed me. It kind of makes me sad even like now talking about it. But yeah, I think that's the one time I that comes to my mind when I get this question. Guys, I'm answering the last two. The time I almost died. It's actually so dumb. But basically, me and my brother and this other childhood friend of ours were washing my dad's car, my grandmother's car. And I don't know. So Musimana thing nasa week. So he was telling us, Hore, let's play a game of who can stay in the boot for a long time. And then I got inside with my brother, and then he closed us inside. Can't the boot ya thing ebe So my brother and I literally almost suffocated to death. That's not even funny, but like my mom beat us. The mom, though, hey, she was so worried, like she was so scared. She was just like, it's like they managed to open it after like I think like 20 minutes. So you can imagine if we had stayed there like longer, what could have happened. But yeah, I was basically stuck in a boot and we were suffocating, child. I think I was like 9 and my brother was 12. So you can only imagine, guys. Story of the first time I met my best friend. Um, I met her in. I'm not gonna say the name because you know I like to respect. You know, you guys just. I hope that you understand, but you know who I'm talking about. I met her in primary school. It's actually our parents that met each other first. Like our mothers met each other first when we were going for a school trip, like. And I remember her mom was just like worried that like she's so tiny, like what am I gonna do? And my mom was like, no, they're okay. And then my mom kind of like made us like hang out together, and literally we've been inseparable since. Like we just clicked like this. Like that was my person. That's the first time we met. Like we told each other everything. We even wanted to start like an organization together. Before she moved to the US, we were planning to like live together in SA at some point. Like we literally did everything and planned everything together, even like having babies. We had planned, oh no, our kids are gonna be you know, similar age, same time and stuff like that. But it's just that night didn't have a man. I had my first kiss. My first kiss was at a movie with my crush at the time. One thing about me actually that I've realized is that when I like someone, like there's definitely something that's gonna happen. You know, like I don't know if, but it always works in my favor. Like someone that I'm eyeing, like something always happens. You know, I don't know what it is, but it just always happens. I'm not saying whatever that happens, like it happens in my favor, but like at some point we'll talk and then we'll stop talking or whatever. But like something always happens. So it was my crush at the time. This video is longer than I had thought, but thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your support and all that. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, my Twitter, Facebook if you want to. Don't forget to subscribe and share the channel. I love you guys. Bye.